Anyway, right. I think that these platforms they give us, we shouldn't really be using them as much on like, I mean, be nice, but I think that we should also start remembering about Yah. I've been called by our Creator. It sounds crazy, but I've been called by Him, and He's been making me do stuff for over 2 years, and not in the manner in which I thought. Like everybody else, they all say JESUS, and they got all these words and things that they invented, a couple hundred years ago. And what I'm saying in this video is I want you people, if you watch my video, man, there's all kinds of outlets out there researching. We're in a bad time right now. And it sounds like those crazy people who are like, oh, the end of time is coming. Well, it really is. The problem is it's not coming. It's been coming. And He's been calling us. I'm going to tell you something. They say about these, some Christians, they say, JESUS came here to make it so where we don't have to do anything and we get to go to heaven. So in a way it sounds true, right? But then if you read the Bible, what happens is it don't say it in there. It don't say nothing about that He's coming down and then He's going to take us somewheres outside of here. From the very beginning of the book, it says that Yahuah created everything, right? But we go through it and we realize later on that that not only did He create everything, before there was even a thought or a movement, He had already known and given us judgment and grace, forgiveness, peace, and joy before the Spirit even went across the waters of the dark or whatever. The end was already known before it started. He already knew redemption. Man is rewritten and rewritten. None of it can come of it. But what I'm trying to say is if we keep searching and searching for searching the Word, even if it's written and taken out of context and everything, you'll see that a love was made when He made this world. He made this world for us to be here, to be like Him, where we could come down and till the ground and bring fruit and vegetables from the ground with our hands, that we could speak and things would happen. Everything that's part of this earth or Ararat is made so that we are like our Creator in all things. We birth, women birth and have children. Yah, and that's His name, Yahuah, He created us. He gave us the opportunity to create. He gave us an opportunity. Remember, He said 6 days we're allowed to work. We're allowed to keep working and doing things with our hands. It wasn't meant for us to sit around. It was meant for us to work. I mean, to do the things like He did. He created plants and created animals. He created, but we're not to change His thing. I mean, obviously, the only thing that we can create is each other in the womb by a man and a woman, not by anything else. But he gave us that opportunity, and from the beginning, people say about the 10 Commandments. It's like, how hard is the 10 Commandments, man? I mean, if you read them and you realize, when he first created Adam and Eve and brought them into the garden, he said, hey man, don't eat of this tree or you're going to die. That was the 10 Commandments. See, it says, love thy God, love Yah with all thy heart, all thy soul, all thy mind, right? Then it says, do not create other Elohim or other gods before me. Do not take my name in vain, right? Honor or keep Kodesh or keep holy the seventh day. Well, all those things were said when he said, hey, don't eat of this or you're going to die. So you didn't love him enough to trust what he said. That was the first 4. And then the same thing that said, don't eat of that or you surely die, was honor thy mother and father. He's our creator. That's our father, right? Do not break wedlock. We were part of him. We were in a covenant with him. We were in love with him. That's the 6th commandment we broke. Do not commit murder. When we ate of it, we died. We weren't meant to die. Do not steal. Do not bear false witness. Because what happened? Adam said, when he asked, what would you do? He said, oh, the woman made me do it. The woman did it. She was beguiled me. Well, he lied. He just ate it. He didn't have there was no excuse. So now he did that. And then it says, do not covet your neighbor's anything. Well, when hasatan, the devil, said to Eve, she said, you're not going to die. Come on. But what's happening is he wants you, he knows that once you eat of this, of the knowledge, you're going to be like Elohim. You're going to be like God. And you're going to know from right from wrong. So you coveted your neighbor, because your neighbor at that time was the word. Now, we fast forward this all the way up to Christianos, or Christians, up to past here with the JSUS. We're relying on a name that was invented in the 1400s. I mean, the original, the 1611 BIBLE, it don't have JESUS because they didn't have the letter J at that time. It was IESUS, son of Zeus. And before that was a Geneva, the 1599 book, right? 1599. That didn't have it in there. That Yahuah was the way you said it, right? Well, why did they change it? Why are we using all this? See, these are things that you need to search. You need to search it with love and patience. We can't find him because we're so worried about everything else. We are dying, and there's new pills and everything else, and cancers and all this stuff, and ways to cure it. But if we would stop eating the food that our body doesn't know how to get rid of, we wouldn't have these problems. Look what's going on in the world. Before, people used to die every year. 80, 100,000 people used to die of the cold and the flu. Now it's not the cold and the flu no more. Or pneumonia and the flu, respiratory. Now it's just this other stuff. Think, people. Think. May Yah shine his countenance on you. May he give you peace, shalom. May all your days be glorified in his name. I pray that you find him. I pray that somebody sees this, and that it opens your eyes. It's not that hard. It really isn't. Once you start reading, it fills inside of you. And then you realize just how offensive this world and how we live is to somebody who loves us so much that he created this for us so he could create us out of it so that we could live here forever. We're not going nowheres. He's coming here to be with us in something he created. Remember, everything he created, he said, and it was good. It was good. Why would he create something and say it's good and then it was destroyed by us and then say, oh. But what he would do is he would say, now I'm going to clear it out and let it be anew because it was perfect the first time. Open your eyes, people. Open your eyes. Study. Read. Remember, this is how crazy it is. That book is history. I mean, Alexander the Great is in the Bible. I mean, you would think it's a story, but really it's not. These things really are true. They're just confusing us to make it a fairy tale. It really is true. Remember something, Yahuah, he said, I'm the vine and you're the branch, the natsarim. He didn't say we were Christos. Research Christian, the Christianos, go all the way back to about 200 BCE, and you'll realize that this word actually means Cretan. Crazy, right? Like, it's kind of a weird thing. We didn't start using that word until 1703 when French people had something to do. I mean, if you keep researching it, because it's not, I'm not going to tell you nothing, let you do your own research, because that's where you find love of him. Remember, he said it was the joy of kings to search him out. When we were made, all animals came to Adam and crouched down. Hasatan and all the angels, all the celestials, all them were to bow down to us. He created us in his image. We are kings and queens. We are his love. We're his beloved. And yeah, and I'll let you go on that. But Yah bless you and keep you. And I pray that you have peace. And I pray for someone, just one person, that if you start researching and you start looking into this, that you'll find that there's so much more out there. And this life is so small. And I love you guys. All right. Have a peaceful week. And I hope that your days are full of joy. It's going to be hard, but in time you'll realize. I just pray that for you. Amen. Have a good day. Bye.